Understanding the minds of women is a captivating adventure, a perennial quest that has piqued the curiosity of countless individuals throughout history. This fascination stems from a deep-seated desire to delve beneath the surface, to decipher the intricate tapestry of thoughts, emotions, and behaviors that shape feminine perspectives. Their words and actions, often subtle and nuanced, serve as vital clues, requiring men, and indeed, anyone seeking deeper understanding, to cultivate observational skills and insightful thinking. It's about moving beyond superficial interpretations and developing the capacity to truly listen, to discern the unspoken messages, and to appreciate the unique lens through which women perceive the world. Whether navigating the complexities of everyday conversations or interpreting the significance of subtle gestures, grasping the nuances of women's psychology not only deepens comprehension but also provides invaluable guidance in making informed decisions within the intricate dance of relationships. It allows for more empathetic responses, more effective communication, and a greater capacity to build bonds based on genuine understanding and mutual respect. However, it's crucial to acknowledge that not every signal is inherently positive, and not every action stems from benevolent intent. Relationships are complex ecosystems, filled with both overt and covert communications, and discerning the true meaning behind words and behaviors requires a critical and discerning eye. Certain words and behaviors exhibited by women, if overlooked or misinterpreted, can have significant and often detrimental impacts on love and life, potentially leading to misunderstandings, resentment, and even the erosion of the relationship itself. Today, we embark on a journey to uncover 10 key indicators, subtle cues and direct statements, that, when spoken or demonstrated by a woman, may prompt a necessary reassessment of the relationship and a critical reflection on whether she truly values your investment, not just financial, but also emotional, intellectual, and spiritual. This exploration transcends mere self-awareness. It's about cultivating a profound understanding of relational dynamics and making sensible, informed choices that safeguard your future happiness and well-being. It's about equipping yourself with the tools to navigate the complexities of relationships with wisdom, discernment, and an unwavering commitment to your own self-respect. The key lies in developing the ability to understand and impartially analyze the intricacies of interpersonal dynamics, recognizing patterns of behavior, and nurturing positive values within yourself to foster meaningful, enduring connections built on a foundation of genuine respect, mutual support, and shared aspirations. Before we delve into the specifics, I encourage you to show your support for this endeavor by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. By joining this community, you'll gain access to a wealth of information, insights, and strategies designed to empower you to navigate the complexities of relationships with greater confidence and understanding. Stay tuned until the very end, as each point carries significant weight and may reveal new insights within you, prompting a deeper level of self-reflection and a more informed perspective on the dynamics of your own relationships. Let's begin this illuminating journey, armed with open minds and a commitment to fostering healthier, more fulfilling connections. Decoding the 10 warning signs. Our journey begins with a subtle yet potent indicator. 1. It's always about her. Men often grapple with the societal expectation that they should keep their emotions bottled up, that expressing vulnerability or sharing details about their day-to-day life is somehow a sign of weakness. This can lead to feelings of profound loneliness and isolation, particularly when they muster the courage to open up to their partners, only to be met with disinterest, dismissiveness, or outright ignorance. Sharing personal experiences and intimate feelings is an act of profound trust. It's like saying, "Hey, I trust you with my innermost thoughts and experiences." But when that trust is met with a lack of empathy or is redirected to something trivial and self-serving, it stings deeply, reinforcing the belief that their emotions are unimportant or invalid. Imagine, for instance, that you've finally landed that long-awaited promotion at work, a culmination of tireless effort, unwavering dedication, and strategic maneuvering. You're understandably overjoyed, practically bursting with pride, and you eagerly anticipate sharing this momentous news with your partner, hoping that she'll share in your excitement and celebrate your hard-earned achievement. But instead of offering congratulations or expressing genuine interest, she immediately steers the conversation towards the latest fashion trend, a celebrity gossip item, or a frivolous gadget that has captured her attention. It's as if she's implicitly stating that your significant accomplishment doesn't hold any real value, that her own trivial interests take precedence over your hard-won success. This kind of consistent imbalance, where one person's achievements and feelings are consistently devalued in comparison to the other's superficial interests, can wreak havoc on a relationship, fostering resentment, eroding intimacy, and creating a sense of profound disconnect. It communicates a subtle but corrosive message, that one person's experiences and emotions are inherently less important than the other's, that their voice is not truly heard, and that their presence is not fully valued. That's fundamentally not how a healthy, balanced relationship should function. Think about the wisdom of Epictetus, the renowned Stoic philosopher, who wisely observed, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This profound statement encapsulates the essence of reciprocal communication and mutual respect, highlighting the critical importance of listening attentively and genuinely caring about each other's experiences and perspectives. It's about actively showing empathy, celebrating each other's successes with genuine enthusiasm, and providing unwavering support during times of adversity, being there for each other through thick and thin, not just when it's convenient or personally beneficial. Recognizing when your partner is consistently exhibiting selfish behavior, consistently failing to offer adequate emotional support, or consistently prioritizing their own needs and interests above your own is absolutely key to safeguarding your own well-being and the health of the relationship. It's about valuing yourself, acknowledging your own emotional needs, and refusing to accept a relationship dynamic where your voice is silenced or your contributions are minimized. Sometimes, addressing this imbalance requires a heartfelt and honest conversation, a direct and compassionate attempt to sort things out, to communicate your needs, and to establish clear boundaries. Other times, it might necessitate making difficult decisions about the future of the relationship, recognizing that staying in a situation where your emotional needs are consistently unmet is ultimately detrimental to your overall happiness and fulfillment. Either way, the ultimate goal is to find happiness and fulfillment in a relationship that is built on mutual care, genuine respect, and unwavering reciprocity. 2. I'm busy right now. We all understand the demanding nature of modern work life, the constant pressures, and the ever-increasing expectations that often encroach upon our personal time. As a man, you likely navigate the daily grind of a 9-to-5 job, juggling responsibilities, deadlines, and the constant need to prove your value in a competitive landscape. Despite this demanding schedule, you still manage to prioritize your family, recognizing the intrinsic value of connection, support, and shared experiences. This demonstrates that your family holds a significant and unwavering importance in your life, and you consciously ensure that you dedicate quality time to them, even amidst your most pressing and essential tasks. This ability to balance work and family responsibilities is not only commendable but also speaks volumes about your commitment to your loved ones and your overall ability to manage your priorities effectively, demonstrating a strong sense of responsibility and a deep-seated appreciation for the importance of human connection. The ancient Stoic philosopher Seneca, a master of navigating the complexities of human existence, once wisely stated, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality." This profound quote emphasizes the critical importance of perspective, resilience, and emotional regulation in facing the inevitable challenges and setbacks that life throws our way. It encourages us to approach difficult situations with a rational mindset, understanding that our perceptions, anxieties, and fears often exaggerate the actual difficulties far beyond the true scope of the circumstances. However, a stark contrast emerges when your partner consistently demonstrates unavailability, exhibits a pattern of missing in action, or seems to prioritize everything else above spending quality time with you. When you reach out to her, seeking connection, support, or simply a shared moment of intimacy, and she consistently responds with excuses, claiming to be engrossed in work, too busy to talk, or overwhelmed by other commitments, it raises legitimate concerns about the true value she places on the relationship. It's essential to recognize that when someone genuinely values a relationship, they actively prioritize spending time with their partner, consciously making an effort to connect, even amidst the demands of their busy lives. It's about carving out moments of intimacy, scheduling quality time together, and demonstrating a willingness to be present and engaged, regardless of external pressures. Open communication and mutual respect are fundamental pillars of any healthy and thriving relationship, serving as the cornerstones upon which trust, understanding, and intimacy are built. Therefore, it's absolutely crucial to address any discrepancies, inconsistencies, or concerns with empathy, honesty, and a willingness to understand each other's perspectives. Failing to address these issues can lead to resentment, frustration, and a gradual erosion of the emotional connection. In essence, maintaining a healthy balance between work and personal life is undoubtedly crucial for overall well-being, but genuine interest, conscious effort, and unwavering commitment in nurturing relationships should never be compromised or overlooked. Building strong, lasting connections requires consistent effort, open and honest communication, and a mutual willingness to prioritize each other's well-being and happiness, demonstrating that the relationship is not just a convenience, but a genuine source of joy, support, and mutual fulfillment. 3. My ex used to do that. When you're deeply invested in a relationship, pouring your heart, soul, and energy into building a strong and lasting connection, it is generally considered inappropriate and potentially damaging to dwell excessively on past relationships. While occasional anecdotes or comparisons might be harmless, if your partner constantly brings up their ex, particularly in a favorable light, it should raise significant concerns about their emotional state, their commitment to the present relationship, and their overall ability to move forward from the past. This behavior can manifest in a variety of subtle and not-so-subtle ways, creating a constant undercurrent of comparison and potentially undermining your self-esteem. For example, imagine you're out shopping together, browsing through clothing stores, and she casually remarks, "My ex had great taste in clothes, he would have absolutely loved this outfit on me." While seemingly innocuous on the surface, these kinds of comments can trigger deep-seated feelings of inadequacy and insecurity, prompting you to question your own taste, your own style, and your overall ability to measure up to her past relationships. It's important to recognize that constantly comparing you to her past relationships, even in seemingly complementary ways, is not conducive to building a healthy, trusting, and forward-looking partnership. It creates a sense of being perpetually measured against an invisible standard, fostering feelings of competition and undermining the unique value that you bring to the current relationship. This situation aligns directly with the Stoic principle of focusing on what is within our control, a core tenet eloquently outlined by Epictetus, who wisely advised, "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens." Dwelling on past relationships, particularly those of your partner, is fundamentally beyond your control. You cannot change the past, you cannot erase their experiences, and you cannot force them to forget their previous connections. Therefore, it's crucial to prioritize your own emotional well-being by addressing such behaviors directly and setting clear boundaries regarding what you are willing to tolerate in the relationship. Consistently bringing up past relationships may indicate that your partner hasn't fully moved on from those experiences, that they are still emotionally attached to their ex, or that they are using the current relationship as a distraction from unresolved emotions and lingering feelings. This can lead to a situation where you are essentially a rebound partner, serving as a temporary emotional crutch rather than someone chosen out of genuine desire, deep connection, and a shared vision for the future. It's essential to recognize these patterns, to acknowledge the subtle warning signs, and to refuse to allow yourself to be used as a temporary emotional placeholder, a means to an end rather than an end in itself. If you notice that your partner frequently mentions their ex, seems unable to let go of the past, or consistently compares you unfavorably to their previous relationships, it may be time to seriously reassess the long-term viability of the relationship. Your emotional health, your self-respect, and your overall happiness should not be compromised or sacrificed for the sake of maintaining a relationship that is fundamentally unbalanced and emotionally draining. Staying in such a situation can lead to unnecessary heartache, prolonged emotional turmoil, and a diminished sense of self-worth. Having open, honest, and direct conversations about boundaries, expectations, and the impact of these comparisons is crucial. However, if these discussions do not lead to positive, meaningful, and sustained changes in behavior, it may be in your best interest to consider moving on and seeking a relationship where you are truly valued, appreciated, and cherished for who you are in the present moment, not for who you are in comparison to someone from the past. Remember, prioritizing your own well-being is not selfish, it's an essential aspect of maintaining healthy relationships and creating a fulfilling and sustainable life for yourself. 4. It's your fault. One crucial red flag that many men, often eager to please and avoid conflict, tend to overlook in relationships is when a woman consistently refuses to apologize, take responsibility for her actions, or acknowledge her mistakes. This behavior transcends mere oversight, occasional misunderstandings, or isolated incidents of defensiveness. It reflects a deeper, more ingrained pattern of behavior that can significantly impact the power dynamics of the relationship, create a toxic environment, and ultimately erode the foundation of trust and respect. In such situations, when you make a mistake, even a minor or unintentional one, she expects you to grovel, profusely apologize, and seek her forgiveness, no matter how trivial the issue may be. You are held to an impossibly high standard of accountability, constantly walking on eggshells, fearful of triggering her displeasure. Conversely, when she errs, behaves inappropriately, or commits a demonstrable wrong, the blame mysteriously and conveniently shifts to you, and she effortlessly absolves herself of any wrongdoing, presenting a masterful display of deflection and justification. Rather than acknowledging her faults, taking ownership of her actions, and working towards resolution together, she deftly deflects responsibility onto you, creating an imbalanced and fundamentally unhealthy dynamic where she is always the victim and you are always the perpetrator. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely and timelessly stated, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This profound wisdom underscores the paramount importance of introspection, accountability, and personal responsibility in navigating life's myriad challenges, including those that inevitably arise within the context of intimate relationships. Healthy relationships thrive on open communication, mutual respect, shared responsibility, and a willingness to acknowledge one's own shortcomings. Both partners must be willing to recognize their mistakes, apologize sincerely for their actions, and work collaboratively towards resolution, growth, and a deeper understanding of each other's needs and perspectives. By consistently disregarding or minimizing her own faults while simultaneously magnifying yours, she not only undermines the essential foundation of trust and mutual respect, but also perpetuates a toxic cycle of blame, resentment, and emotional manipulation. It's essential to recognize this pervasive warning sign, to acknowledge the subtle but corrosive impact it has on your self-esteem, and to approach it with clarity, maturity, and a firm commitment to your own well-being. It's crucial to remember that healthy relationships are built on mutual responsibility, shared accountability, and a willingness to acknowledge and address one's own shortcomings. While forgiveness and appreciation are undoubtedly essential components of a thriving partnership, they must be reciprocated, valued, and consistently demonstrated by both partners, not just demanded from one. If she consistently avoids admitting her mistakes, refuses to take ownership of her actions, or demonstrates an unwillingness to work towards healthier communication and conflict resolution, it may indicate deeper, more fundamental issues related to emotional maturity, empathy, and overall compatibility. Therefore, it's imperative to objectively assess the overall health, long-term viability, and fundamental compatibility of the relationship, considering whether the inherent power dynamics are conducive to your own personal growth, happiness, and well-being. As difficult and emotionally challenging as it may be, ending a relationship characterized by such pervasive imbalances can ultimately pave the way for your own personal growth, self-discovery, and the pursuit of more fulfilling, equitable, and genuinely supportive connections. Prioritize finding a partner who values accountability, demonstrates empathy, and consistently embodies mutual respect, as these qualities are the cornerstones of a lasting, meaningful, and truly fulfilling relationship journey. 5. Pointing out flaws. A crucial aspect of a healthy and thriving relationship is the ability to communicate openly, honestly, and constructively, fostering an environment of mutual support, encouragement, and genuine understanding. Your partner should not only actively listen to your thoughts and feelings, providing a safe space for vulnerability and emotional expression, but also offer constructive feedback that empowers you to grow as an individual, to develop your skills, and to reach your full potential. Instead of constantly pointing out your flaws, dwelling on your shortcomings, or belittling your aspirations, they should inspire and motivate you to become the best version of yourself, offering unwavering support, celebrating your successes, and providing encouragement during times of challenge. This approach fosters a sense of deep trust, mutual respect, and genuine appreciation, creating a supportive and nurturing environment where both partners can thrive, both personally and as a couple, achieving a synergistic relationship where each individual's growth enhances the overall bond. On the contrary, if your partner constantly undermines your self-esteem, criticizes your efforts, or belittles your aspirations, it's a clear and unmistakable red flag, signaling potential toxicity, emotional manipulation, and a fundamental lack of support within the relationship. If you find yourself constantly feeling inadequate, discouraged, or diminished in their presence, it's time to seriously question whether the relationship is truly serving your best interests and whether it is conducive to your overall well-being. Feeling comfortable in your own skin, accepting yourself unconditionally, and being able to express yourself authentically, without fear of judgment or criticism, are fundamental rights and essential components of a healthy and fulfilling partnership. If these essential elements are compromised due to negativity, constant criticism, or a pervasive lack of support, it may be time to reassess the dynamics of the relationship, considering whether it is truly sustainable and whether it is truly contributing to your overall happiness and personal growth. Recognizing these subtle but potent warning signs within a relationship is paramount to fostering a healthy and fulfilling connection, safeguarding your self-esteem, and creating a dynamic where both partners can thrive. When you're in the company of your partner, it should be a space where mutual encouragement, unwavering support, and a profound sense of security thrive, fostering an environment of genuine warmth, acceptance, and unconditional love. Their role extends far beyond mere companionship. It encompasses nurturing your growth, encouraging your aspirations, and ensuring that you feel valued, appreciated, and confident in yourself, both as an individual and as a partner. Building a strong foundation based on love, positivity, and mutual respect is not just beneficial for the relationship, it's absolutely necessary for the relationship to flourish, to evolve positively over time, and to provide a lasting source of joy, fulfillment, and unwavering support for both partners. In the wise words of the Stoic philosopher Seneca, a master of human relationships and ethical conduct, wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness. This timeless quote encapsulates the very essence of nurturing relationships based on empathy, unwavering support, and genuine kindness, emphasizing the importance of treating each other with compassion, understanding, and a commitment to fostering mutual well-being. Choosing to surround yourself with individuals who uplift you, encourage your growth, and celebrate your successes aligns perfectly with the Stoic philosophy of focusing on virtuous behaviors, cultivating meaningful connections, and prioritizing the development of your own character. Ultimately, prioritizing your emotional well-being, safeguarding your self-esteem, and fostering your personal growth sets the stage for a truly fulfilling and enriching relationship journey, one where both partners can thrive, support each other's aspirations, and build a lasting bond based on genuine love, mutual respect, and unwavering commitment. 6. I have no one else. It's a common scenario in many relationships, particularly in the early stages, for women to rely heavily on their partners for emotional support, often expressing their feelings of vulnerability or isolation with a phrase that's become all too familiar: I have no one else. While this statement might seem innocent on the surface, expressing a desire for closeness and connection, it's crucial to delineate your role within the relationship and to understand the underlying dynamics that may be at play. You are her companion, her partner, and her equal, not her therapist, her savior, or her sole problem solver. Your primary responsibility is not to diagnose or treat her mental health issues, to shoulder the entire burden of her emotional well-being, or to single-handedly solve every challenge she faces in her life. While it's natural to want to be the hero, to offer unwavering support, and to provide a comforting presence during times of distress, it's absolutely essential to recognize the boundaries of your role, to understand your limitations, and to avoid falling into a dynamic of codependency. If she consistently appears overwhelmed, helpless, or unable to cope with the everyday challenges of life, it's not an invitation for you to swoop in as a savior, to assume the role of a constant caretaker, or to sacrifice your own well-being to alleviate her distress. By consistently assuming this role, you inadvertently encourage dependency, reinforce her feelings of helplessness, and may create an unhealthy dynamic where she relies on you excessively for emotional stability, preventing her from developing her own coping mechanisms and building her own resilience. Instead of assuming the role of a therapist, what she truly needs, and what you cannot adequately provide, is the expertise and guidance of a qualified mental health professional, a licensed psychiatrist or a trained counselor who can provide tailored support, evidence-based interventions, and a safe space for her to explore her emotions and develop healthy coping strategies. This specialized assistance goes far beyond what you, as a loving and supportive partner, can reasonably offer, ensuring that she receives comprehensive care for her overall well-being. Failing to acknowledge and respect these boundaries can lead to resentment, burnout, and a significant strain on the relationship over time. The weight of constantly being the fixer, the rescuer, or the sole source of emotional support can take a significant toll on your own mental and emotional health, leading to feelings of inadequacy, frustration, and a diminished sense of your own well-being. Taking inspiration from the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who famously said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do," we are reminded of the critical importance of self-awareness, setting realistic expectations, and understanding our own limitations. By understanding your boundaries, recognizing your limitations, and focusing on your own well-being, you can cultivate a healthier, more balanced, and more sustainable dynamic within the relationship. This may even involve having open, honest, and compassionate conversations about seeking professional help, encouraging her to take proactive steps towards addressing her mental health challenges, and supporting her journey towards greater self-sufficiency and emotional resilience. Ultimately, prioritizing your own mental health, maintaining clear boundaries, and encouraging her to seek professional support can contribute to a more fulfilling, balanced, and sustainable partnership, benefiting both you and your significant other in the long run, fostering a relationship built on mutual support, respect, and a commitment to individual well-being. 7. It was nothing serious. Discovering your partner in a situation of infidelity, whether emotional or physical, is undoubtedly one of the most heart-wrenching and devastating experiences a person can endure within the context of a committed relationship. It strikes at the very core of trust, the foundational essence that sustains any meaningful connection between two individuals, creating a breach of faith that can be incredibly difficult to repair. When such a profound betrayal occurs, it not only shatters the romantic bond, dismantling the shared dreams and aspirations that were once held sacred, but also undermines the mutual respect, honesty, and understanding that should exist between partners, fostering a sense of deep hurt, resentment, and profound disappointment. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca aptly noted, capturing the destructive nature of broken trust, a lack of trust is the first step towards disintegration, highlighting the corrosive effect that infidelity can have on the very fabric of a relationship. The immediate aftermath of infidelity is often marked by a tumultuous mix of intense and conflicting emotions, ranging from shock and disbelief to overwhelming anger, profound sadness, and a deep sense of betrayal. It challenges one's core beliefs about the relationship, forcing a painful reassessment of the shared values, commitments, and expectations that once seemed unshakable, casting a long shadow of doubt over the future of the partnership. The betrayed partner may grapple with feelings of inadequacy, questioning their own self-worth, and agonizing over what they could have done differently to prevent such a devastating breach of trust, often engaging in self-blame and a relentless search for answers. In moments like these, when the emotional landscape feels shattered and the future uncertain, it becomes absolutely imperative to prioritize self-respect, emotional well-being, and the preservation of one's own sense of dignity. While the unfaithful partner may attempt to downplay the severity of their actions, offering assurances that it was a one-time occurrence, attributing it to a lapse in judgment or a moment of weakness, it is absolutely essential to recognize the gravity of the situation, to acknowledge the profound impact it has on the relationship, and to avoid minimizing the pain and betrayal experienced by the other partner. Trust, once broken, is not easily mended, and repeated assurances of remorse may ring hollow in the face of past betrayal, particularly if there is a pattern of dishonesty or a lack of genuine accountability. Furthermore, the act of infidelity extends far beyond mere physical involvement with another person. It represents a fundamental disregard for the emotional sanctity of the relationship, a deliberate violation of the vows and commitments that were made, and a profound disrespect for the feelings and well-being of the partner. It sends ripples of doubt, insecurity, and distrust throughout the very foundation of love and companionship that was painstakingly built over time, undermining the sense of safety, security, and emotional intimacy that are essential for a thriving partnership. Choosing to end a relationship marred by infidelity is not a sign of weakness, but rather a courageous reaffirmation of one's self-worth, a powerful assertion of one's own dignity, and a conscious decision to prioritize one's own happiness and emotional well-being. It is a decisive step towards embracing honesty, integrity, and the pursuit of genuine connections based on mutual trust, respect, and unwavering commitment. As challenging and emotionally painful as it may be to part ways, staying in a relationship plagued by infidelity, characterized by broken trust and a pervasive sense of betrayal, only prolongs the emotional turmoil, prevents both individuals from finding true fulfillment and happiness, and perpetuates a cycle of hurt and resentment that can be incredibly difficult to break. 8. Being too sensitive. Oh, you're being too sensitive. This seemingly innocent and often casually delivered remark can carry a surprisingly heavy weight, particularly when directed at your significant other, carrying the potential to invalidate their feelings, dismiss their experiences, and erode the foundation of empathy and understanding within the relationship. It's not simply about being sensitive, it's about the fundamental principles of respect, empathy, and the validation of emotions within a healthy partnership. In a loving and supportive relationship, it's incredibly disheartening when your partner finds entertainment in poking fun at your failures, belittling your achievements, or dismissing your heartfelt losses as trivial and inconsequential. When you finally gather the courage to address these hurtful actions, to express your feelings of pain and disappointment, instead of receiving understanding, compassion, or a sincere apology, you're met with a dismissive comment about your supposed oversensitivity, implying that your feelings are somehow invalid, irrational, or unworthy of consideration. The argument often presented, as a justification for their hurtful behavior, is that one should be able to roll with the punches, to display mental fortitude in the face of criticism, and to not take teasing or jokes so personally. However, there's a critical distinction, a fine line that should never be crossed, between good-natured banter, playful teasing, and genuinely hurtful behavior, especially when it's coming from your partner, someone who should be a primary source of support, understanding, and unwavering empathy. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously and profoundly said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters," capturing the essence of emotional regulation and the power of perspective. This sentiment holds true in relationships as well, as it emphasizes the importance of managing your own emotions, responding with composure, and avoiding overreactions. However, it should never be used as a justification for invalidating another person's feelings or excusing hurtful behavior. When your partner not only fails to acknowledge your valid feelings but also uses them against you, dismissing them as oversensitive or irrational, it's a significant red flag, signaling a lack of empathy, a disregard for your emotional well-being, and a potential for emotional manipulation. Insults disguised as jokes, subtle digs at your insecurities, or constant comparisons to other people's successes only serve to degrade your sense of self-worth, erode your confidence, and foster a toxic environment within the relationship. It's absolutely crucial to recognize when such interactions become consistently toxic, to acknowledge the detrimental impact they have on your well-being, and to take proactive steps to address the issue. Surrounding yourself with people who uplift you, encourage your growth, and celebrate your strengths is absolutely essential for personal development, mental well-being, and overall happiness. It's okay, and indeed necessary, to expect respect, empathy, and kindness from your partner, to demand to be treated with consideration, and to set clear boundaries when those expectations are not met or consistently violated. Relationships should be a constant source of support, encouragement, and positivity, not a perpetual battle to prove your resilience against hurtful remarks, emotional manipulation, and a pervasive lack of empathy. 9. Obey me. In many relationships, particularly in the early stages when couples are still navigating their roles and establishing their dynamics, it's common for women to take charge of managing their male partner's schedules, subtly influencing their choices, and expressing their preferences regarding their social activities. They might inquire about spending time with friends, suggest alternative plans, or express their opinions on how their partner chooses to spend their free time, which is usually perfectly fine and indicative of a healthy relationship where partners care about each other's well-being and support each other's social lives. However, if this initial care and concern gradually transforms into controlling behavior, a relentless desire to dictate their partner's actions, and an expectation of unquestioning obedience, it becomes deeply problematic, signaling a significant shift in the power dynamics of the relationship and potentially undermining their partner's autonomy and freedom. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus, a staunch advocate for individual liberty and self-determination, once declared, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control," a powerful statement that underscores the importance of maintaining personal autonomy and refusing to succumb to undue influence or external pressures. This quote emphasizes the inherent value of personal freedom, the importance of making one's own choices, and the necessity of not allowing external forces to dictate one's actions or beliefs. In the context of relationships, it highlights the importance of maintaining individual autonomy, respecting each other's boundaries, and not allowing one partner to exert undue control over the other. If your partner begins demanding obedience, issuing ultimatums, or asking you to give up your hobbies, restrict your time with friends, or sacrifice activities that bring you joy, it's a clear and unmistakable warning sign that the relationship is veering into unhealthy territory and that your personal freedom is being threatened. While it's perfectly acceptable for her to have preferences about your friends, to express concerns about your activities, or to suggest alternative ways to spend your time, restricting your time with your friends, demanding that you cut off contact with certain individuals, or issuing ultimatums that force you to choose between her and your social circle is deeply concerning and indicative of controlling behavior. If she consistently undermines your relationships with others, attempts to isolate you from your support network, or insists that you must choose between her and your friends, it's time to seriously reconsider the long-term viability of the relationship and to question whether your happiness and freedom are being unduly compromised. Remember, your happiness, your well-being, and your personal freedom are paramount, and sacrificing them for the sake of someone else's control, manipulation, or insecurity is fundamentally unhealthy and unsustainable. Epictetus's timeless teachings remind us to prioritize our own autonomy, to safeguard our personal freedom, and to above all else, protect our own well-being, refusing to allow ourselves to be controlled, manipulated, or unduly influenced by anyone, regardless of their position in our lives. Effective communication, characterized by honesty, respect, and a genuine desire to understand each other's perspectives, is vital in navigating such challenges within relationships. Open and honest discussions about needs, boundaries, and expectations can foster mutual understanding, promote empathy, and help to establish healthy boundaries that respect each partner's autonomy. Healthy relationships thrive on a balance between individual pursuits, shared experiences, and a mutual respect for each other's personal freedom, allowing both partners to maintain connections with friends, pursue personal interests, and engage in activities that bring them joy, without feeling constrained, controlled, or unduly pressured by the other partner. It is crucial to recognize these subtle but significant warning signs, to acknowledge the potential for manipulation, and to resist any attempts to exert undue control over your choices, your actions, or your relationships with others. Epictetus's wisdom serves as a potent reminder that sacrificing personal happiness and freedom for the sake of maintaining a relationship status quo is not only unsustainable but also ultimately detrimental to your overall well-being. True fulfillment in relationships comes from mutual support, unwavering respect for individual autonomy, and the freedom to pursue personal passions and connections outside the confines of the relationship, allowing both partners to thrive as individuals while simultaneously building a strong and lasting bond. Ultimately, if a relationship becomes suffocating, stifles personal growth, and fundamentally infringes upon your personal freedom, it may be necessary to reassess your priorities, to reevaluate your expectations, and to make difficult decisions that prioritize your overall well-being, even if it means ending the relationship and seeking a more equitable and fulfilling partnership. Epictetus's teachings continue to resonate today, urging individuals to seek harmony between personal freedom, meaningful connections, and an unwavering commitment to living a life of purpose, autonomy, and self-determination within the context of their relationships. 10. You are cheating. Accusations of cheating, whether founded or baseless, can wreak havoc on a relationship, creating a climate of mistrust, fostering intense feelings of insecurity, and eroding the foundation of love and commitment that is essential for a lasting partnership. These kinds of accusations, particularly when they are repeated or based on flimsy evidence, can be incredibly damaging, leading to resentment, defensiveness, and a gradual breakdown in communication. If not handled carefully, with empathy, honesty, and a commitment to open dialogue, they can quickly escalate into destructive arguments, fuel further suspicion, and ultimately lead to the dissolution of the relationship. It's super important to approach these kinds of situations with understanding, a willingness to listen to each other's concerns, and a genuine desire to rebuild trust, while also standing up for yourself, defending your integrity, and asserting what you know to be right. In a healthy and thriving relationship, trust is like the solid ground upon which everything else stands, providing a sense of safety, security, and unwavering confidence that allows both people to feel valued, respected, and unconditionally loved. But when that trust gets shaken, whether due to external circumstances, past experiences, or internal insecurities, it can make everything feel unstable, creating a sense of unease and prompting each partner to question the very foundation of the relationship. When someone accuses you of cheating without any real proof, without presenting any credible evidence, and without engaging in a fair and open dialogue, it's important to try to figure out why they're feeling that way, to understand the underlying fears and insecurities that are driving their behavior. Sometimes, these accusations stem from past experiences of betrayal, either in previous relationships or in their family history, which can make someone particularly sensitive to perceived signs of infidelity. Other times, they may be rooted in deep-seated insecurities about their own self-worth, leading them to constantly question their partner's affections and to project their own fears and anxieties onto the relationship. Or, they may simply be the result of poor communication patterns, a lack of transparency, or a failure to address underlying issues that are fueling suspicion and mistrust. It's important to talk about these feelings honestly, openly, and without blaming each other, creating a safe space for vulnerability and allowing each partner to express their concerns and anxieties without fear of judgment or retaliation. This kind of open and empathetic dialogue can help you to understand where the other person is coming from, to identify the root causes of their mistrust, and to work collaboratively towards rebuilding trust and strengthening the bond between you. As the old saying goes, capturing the essence of mutual respect and reciprocal trust, trust yourself and others will trust you too. That means staying true to your values, acting with integrity, and consistently demonstrating honesty and reliability, even when things get tough or when faced with difficult choices. But it's also important to set clear boundaries, to assert your own needs, and to address any behaviors that are contributing to the mistrust, such as invading your privacy, constantly questioning your whereabouts, or making unfounded accusations without any credible evidence. If you notice signs of mistrust early on in the relationship, like your partner going through your phone, scrutinizing your emails, or constantly asking intrusive questions about where you've been and who you've been with, it's important to address these behaviors calmly, respectfully, and assertively, setting clear expectations for privacy and communication. Good communication, characterized by active listening, empathetic understanding, and a genuine desire to resolve conflict, respect for each other's boundaries, and a collaborative approach to facing problems together can help to rebuild trust, strengthen the bond, and create a more secure and fulfilling relationship. But if the baseless accusations keep coming, despite your sincere efforts to communicate openly, to demonstrate your commitment, and to address the underlying issues, it might be time to get outside help, to seek guidance from a qualified therapist who can help you to navigate the complex dynamics of the relationship and to develop healthier communication patterns. Or, if the accusations become persistent, malicious, and impossible to resolve, it might be time to rethink the relationship altogether, recognizing that you cannot force someone to trust you and that you deserve to be in a partnership where you are valued, respected, and believed. In the end, baseless accusations of cheating can really hurt a relationship and deeply wound both people involved, creating a climate of anxiety, defensiveness, and ultimately, resentment. However, by prioritizing trust, fostering open and honest communication, and respecting each other's boundaries, couples can work through tough times, overcome challenges, and come out stronger on the other side, building a more resilient and fulfilling relationship. And like the saying goes, capturing the profound importance of self-assurance and integrity, trusting yourself is key to earning trust from others, showing the importance of staying true to your values, acting with honesty, and consistently demonstrating reliability, even in the face of difficult situations and unfounded accusations. Navigating the path to fulfilling relationships. As we conclude today's in-depth exploration, let's recap the essential and invaluable lessons that are necessary for fostering a healthy, thriving, and mutually fulfilling relationship. Navigating a fulfilling and harmonious relationship with a woman, or indeed, with any individual, involves several pivotal elements that are non-negotiable, principles that form the bedrock of a strong and lasting bond. It's imperative to delve into these aspects with intention, to cultivate them with care, and to consistently prioritize them in your interactions to ensure a strong foundation, mutual understanding, and a relationship that enriches the lives of both partners. Women, like all individuals, are deeply influenced by their emotions, which often guide their reactions, shape their decisions, and influence their overall perspectives. Understanding and respecting this emotional depth is crucial for fostering empathy and building connection, allowing you to respond with sensitivity, compassion, and a genuine desire to understand their experiences. However, it's equally important to recognize that this emotional depth does not overshadow the necessity of rationality, coherence, and clear communication in relational interactions. Emotions should inform our interactions, but they should not dictate them, and a healthy balance between emotional expression and rational thought is essential for effective communication, conflict resolution, and the overall well-being of the relationship. First and foremost, maintaining a sense of unwavering mutual respect is paramount, serving as the cornerstone upon which all other aspects of the relationship are built. This encompasses treating each other with dignity, empathy, and genuine consideration, even in moments of disagreement, frustration, or challenge. Respect involves valuing each other's opinions, acknowledging each other's feelings, and honoring each other's boundaries, creating a safe and supportive environment where both partners feel valued, appreciated, and understood. Without respect, trust erodes, communication falters, and the relationship becomes a breeding ground for resentment, conflict, and ultimately, disintegration. Therefore, nurturing and safeguarding mutual respect should be a constant priority, consistently demonstrated through actions, words, and overall demeanor. Moreover, effective and open communication plays a pivotal role in fostering understanding, resolving conflicts constructively, and building deeper levels of intimacy. Open and honest communication allows partners to express their thoughts, feelings, needs, and expectations clearly, creating a safe space for vulnerability, authenticity, and genuine connection. It involves active listening, making a conscious effort to fully understand the other person's perspective, demonstrating empathy, and responding with compassion, even when you disagree. Effective communication also requires a willingness to share your own thoughts and feelings honestly, avoiding defensiveness, stonewalling, or passive-aggressive behavior, and creating a dynamic of mutual transparency and trust. It involves a commitment to resolving conflicts collaboratively, seeking solutions that address both partners' needs, and avoiding personal attacks, blame, or manipulation. In addition to respect and communication, shared values and goals contribute significantly to a fulfilling and long-lasting partnership. While differences can be enriching, adding diversity and new perspectives to the relationship, aligning on fundamental values, such as honesty, integrity, loyalty, and a shared vision for the future, strengthens the bond between partners, creating a sense of unity, purpose, and direction. Shared values provide a common framework for decision-making, guiding your actions and ensuring that you are both working towards the same overall objectives. It fosters collaboration, mutual support, and a sense of camaraderie, enabling you to navigate life's challenges and celebrate successes together, strengthening your connection and reinforcing your commitment to each other. Furthermore, cultivating unwavering trust is essential for a healthy, secure, and emotionally fulfilling relationship. Trust is built through consistency, reliability, and transparency in actions and words, demonstrating that you are dependable, honest, and committed to honoring your promises. It involves being dependable, following through on your commitments, and consistently acting in a way that aligns with your stated values and intentions. Trust also requires respecting boundaries, understanding and honoring each other's personal space, and avoiding behaviors that could be perceived as intrusive, controlling, or manipulative. Trust forms the very basis of emotional security, allowing individuals to be authentic, vulnerable, and open without fear of betrayal, judgment, or abandonment, creating a safe and supportive environment where both partners can thrive. It's also crucial to nurture individual growth, to support each other's aspirations, and to prioritize self-care within the relationship. Encouraging each other's personal aspirations, supporting their hobbies, and fostering self-care practices promotes a balanced and fulfilling life, both as individuals and as a couple. It involves encouraging self-expression, supporting exploration of new interests, and prioritizing activities that promote mental, physical, and emotional well-being. This fosters a sense of independence, self-sufficiency, and overall happiness, enhancing the quality of the relationship and preventing codependency, resentment, and burnout. Encouraging self-improvement, celebrating each other's unique qualities, and supporting each other's individual journeys strengthens the bond by creating a dynamic of mutual appreciation, respect, and admiration. Conversely, ignoring red flags, tolerating toxic behaviors, or failing to address underlying issues can jeopardize the health, happiness, and long-term viability of the relationship. It's absolutely essential to address issues such as manipulation, disrespect, emotional abuse, or a consistent lack of empathy early on, before they escalate and cause irreparable damage. This may involve having difficult conversations, setting clear boundaries, seeking professional support, or, if necessary, ending the relationship to protect your own well-being. Healthy boundaries, a strong sense of self-respect, and an unwavering commitment to emotional well-being are fundamental in creating a sustainable, fulfilling, and equitable partnership. In conclusion, a fulfilling and harmonious relationship with a woman, or with any individual, requires a multifaceted approach that prioritizes mutual respect, open communication, shared values, unwavering trust, consistent support for individual growth, and a deep commitment to emotional well-being. By nurturing these essential elements with intention, care, and consistent effort, partners can create a strong, enduring, and emotionally rich connection built on mutual love, unwavering support, genuine understanding, and a shared vision for the future. This journey of building and sustaining a healthy relationship is ongoing, requiring continuous effort, consistent communication, a willingness to adapt, and a genuine desire to understand and appreciate each other as partners navigate life's complexities together, growing stronger, closer, and more deeply connected with each shared experience. Thank you for joining me on this insightful exploration of understanding women's minds and behaviors, for delving into the complexities of relationships, and for committing to fostering healthier, more fulfilling connections. I am deeply grateful for your presence here, for your engagement with this content, and for your willingness to explore these important topics with an open mind and a compassionate heart. I trust that the knowledge and perspectives shared today have sparked meaningful contemplation, offered valuable insights, and empowered you to positively impact your interactions with the women in your life and with all individuals with whom you share meaningful relationships. If you resonated with the concepts discussed, found them beneficial, or gained new insights that have expanded your understanding, I invite you to share your reflections, your experiences, and your thoughts in the comments section below this video. Your feedback not only fosters a sense of community, creating a space for shared learning and mutual support, but also guides us in crafting future content that addresses your specific interests, meets your needs, and provides you with the tools and knowledge you need to navigate the complexities of relationships with greater confidence, understanding, and empathy. Additionally, be sure to explore the accompanying videos linked in the end screen. These curated resources provide further depth, offering nuanced discussions on related subjects, presenting alternative perspectives, and offering practical strategies for implementing the principles discussed today, providing you with a comprehensive understanding of the diverse facets of relationships and human dynamics. Thank you once again for investing your time, your attention, and your emotional energy in this important exploration. I eagerly anticipate our continued journey together, filled with enriching discussions, thought-provoking insights, and a shared commitment to personal growth and fostering meaningful connections. Until we meet again, take care, approach all relationships with an open mind, nurture them with empathy and understanding, and remember that the pursuit of genuine connection is a lifelong journey filled with learning, growth, and the profound joy of shared experiences. Here's to meaningful connections, to ongoing exploration, and to a future filled with relationships that enrich our lives, uplift our spirits, and inspire us to become the best versions of ourselves.